I think there was always the concern about raising enough money to shoot it properly, but with all the advances in cameras with high definition, not needing an enormous crew, it suddenly became possible. And he said one day to me, "Right, I think we're going to go for it. What do you say?" And I said, "All right then. This is the time. This is what we've been waiting for." And from that point, it all happened very quickly once the decision had been made. And then really the last few months have been really full on. The filming in India and then an extra shoot in Spain, sort of culminating in this final day of shooting today. It's a film that works on so many different levels, and I think maybe different audiences will find different things in it. I mean, there is, to a certain extent, it's a mystery film. A young woman going to India and she's uncovering the mystery of what happened to her mother's death. She's trying to explain it. And there are elements of mystery and police investigations and so forth. But I think it's much more about discovering yourself, but also there's a lot in it about how things live on through your own traits may live on through your children, and certain things. I think Nick has sort of drawn on the motif of the wave, of the sort of natural rhythm of life and things occurring again in the future, and the sea, for example, bringing both terrible things in terms of the tsunami, which is the sort of starting point of the film, but then Shakara, Nick may have explained, is actually a natural phenomenon in the sea that happens in southern India, where the sea is incredibly calm and full of fish, and it's the time of plenty where you can practically put your hand into the sea and pull out a fish. And so you have almost the extremes. So it's about life, really, but in a very sort of beautiful, exotic setting in India. I think a lot of people will be wowed by the look of the film as well. One thing I think that maybe in the sort of the process of making the film, it has been very collaborative, and a lot of the sort of actors have commented on the fact that they have been able to put suggestions in, and sort of Nick has listened and sort of gone, where they have said, this doesn't feel natural for my character, or how about playing it this way? They have sometimes, they, not always, but they will sometimes sort of make changes like that. And so it feels like a very collective effort. It's not just one person's vision. And I think if you have a good screenplay, and then you've got really good actors on board with that, and then they can bring something extra, it can sort of elevate the whole thing, as long as you have a sort of clear vision of what you want at the end. But I think that has really helped. Also, the director of photography has had very good ideas about how he sees it being filmed, and using light and sort of natural features to actually accentuate what's already in the script, and he's really brought that in as well. So it's become more than the sum of its parts.